Ladies and gentlemen, it is the 193rd episode of the Mina's House podcast. We are live. I'm Mina SayWhat.
I'm Shana B.
Garnett Briscoe.
Dexter.
So today's going to be an interesting episode because, first of all, reunited and it feels so good. Garnett's a whole real estate agent now. You know
what we're doing.
Garnett got a good job. You had a good job before, but now you got like I put cocoa butter on my face. Good job.
I didn't love my last job. I love this. This is amazing.
How's your life as a realtor?
Won't say it's stressful. It's busy.
Okay.
Busy. Very you give out energy all day to people, you receive energy all day to people. So, by the end of the day, you could be tired, but I mean, you get to make people's day, make or break it, depending on what kind of realtor you are. But I try to make people's day, bring some laughter, just help them through the process at the end of the day. Basically what a realtor do, we are the middleman for you getting a home either way or selling a home. And, we're here to fix the problems. That's basically what we're here to do. So
your BS meter is about to be on point. You're about to learn when people going to spend money, when they not going to spend money, when they BSing and they just going to the open house for the free food, and when they really want to buy a house.
I'm learning that slowly but surely already. It's only been like a month and a half, but I'm learning it slowly but surely.
Dexter, so we think Dexter has COVID.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I do. And then, what's crazy? I thought I scheduled a test earlier today to go get tested tomorrow. And then I realized I fell asleep with the phone in my hand and I never scheduled the test.
Dang.
Dex.
Aren't you vexed?
I am, but I don't know what this is. I have body chills. My head hurts. I keep going to the bathroom. I don't know what it is.
So two things. Mr. Garnett Briscoe, you still can catch COVID even if you are vaccinated. Never said they would give you immunity. It is a layer of protection. It is a condom in the fight against COVID-19.
Oh.
There's a percent.
You going bareback, Garnett.
Protection may not work. And 9 months later, you got a baby. That's what the vaccine is.
I definitely know that. We spoke about it. This was part of the back and forth last time. That's why I asked. I mean, you can go either or. You can get the vaccine and still get it. So it's like,
But it will help you not get as sick as people who do not have the vaccine.
Yeah, because I can taste food. It just comes right out after I eat it.
Well, you might have some, and that was my second thing. The thing is, we went last year, somebody I know had a cold. Summer colds are going around.
Yeah.
And we didn't have that last year because we weren't around each other as much and actually having germs. I didn't have any cold medicine, and I usually get colds all the time, but I wasn't really around anyone. Mm-hmm. So you might just have a bug, but of course, definitely still take your COVID test.
Maybe you just got diarrhea, man.
I wish it was just that.
Well, we'll pray for you. Yep. Because that's real scary, And
you got a wife now, so you passing all that on to her.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
she got it already.
Actually, they actually didn't say it. Oh, because we did our own vows, but they didn't say sickness through health, death. They didn't say that during ours, so maybe it doesn't count for us.
You don't gotta hold her down if she get COVID, huh? Every man for themselves. Shana just came back from Atlanta. All of y'all been jet setting.
Yeah.
You were so Garnett, you were in Florida and Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't even tell us about the Jamaica one. He
snuck out to Jamaica on the low.
Nah, I thought we talked about this last week.
We didn't. No, you just went there.
My cousin got married, so this was in the works for a little bit. But,
we did talk about that. Okay.
Yeah, we had a whole convo about this.
Yeah, man. But we talked about it after you got back. We didn't know you were going. With Shana, at least we know a month in advance that she's taking a trip every day.
Oh well, yeah. Listen, my apologies, Shana. Yeah, Shana, you did the right thing. I did let y'all know last minute. Yeah, very last minute. But yeah, I came back all right.
We know about Dexter's Mexico trip. Shayna, you went down to Atlanta to the belly of the beast.
Listen, it's serious in there. But I will say, and I hate to say this, in the more diverse populace of Atlanta, the people of color, they were definitely more serious about COVID and the mask, even in some of the restaurants and stuff. Like, they kept making announcements. So it was kind of good to see that, because again, we see these images of Atlanta. And again, I don't know if that's happening everywhere, but in the places that I went, it was very much like not everybody did. And the ones that were super, super diverse crowds, a lot of people did not. But in a lot of the establishments that were owned by people of color, they were definitely like, listen, if you're not sitting at your table, if you got to go to the bathroom, if you want to go say hi to your friend, you have to put your mask on. So I was a little appreciative to see that happening in Atlanta.
I got to go on a trip. Y'all taking trips? I haven't been on a trip since April.
You were just in New York.
That's not a trip.
Dang, that's a drive, man.
Right,
She drove
right.
there. She trying to catch a plane, Dex.
Right. I'm trying to show my vaccination card.
Gotta get stamp checks on your vaccination card.
Thank you. Okay. All right, let's hop into what's in our feed. Kanye and Drake have been all over our damn feed. Finally, the Kanye album is out and the Drake album is coming. The cover art is all these different pregnant emojis, these pregnant women emojis. Let's delineate, because Lil Nas X got the pregnant man emoji. So the pregnant woman emoji in all different shades and hair colors. So everybody's speculating what this means. Like, what do you think these 12 women who are all different shades and hair colors being pregnant on the cover of his album, what does this mean?
He was trying to show equality.
Well,
he was just being equal, because if he just put a black woman up there, everybody, well, what does this mean? If he just puts a white woman up there,
but she's pregnant.
But people don't. Well, firstly, right? I don't think that's the real. I won't believe that that's the real album cover until the album comes out. That's me personally, because he's a lot more thoughtful and creative. Even though this could be thoughtful and creative in a very simple way, but I highly doubt it. So I'll give him a benefit of doubt to whenever this drops, the day of. Then I feel like we'll get the real album cover. But if this is it for some odd reason, he's just, he has to show love to a bunch of different women. He's the certified lover boy. You just don't love one flavor. You got to love them all. So,
but he got them pregnant, all of them.
But that's why I'm
same
thinking
time.
like drops coming soon. Like, I thought it was like, maybe not the real artwork, but to say like it's dropping soon, like, because they were pregnant. That's how I kind of took it.
And also, speaking of flavors, I did think it was a little ironic that there was only one white woman on there, and he has a white baby mother. I thought that was.
Oh my God, he can't do that right.
He can't, but I also think it's because the album has been delayed, and I think it was delayed like 9 months. It takes like 9 months to deliver like a baby, and he's dropping it on Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day,
yes, yeah. That's what I said on air. It was supposed to drop in January. It's been 9 months. He's been cooking this album, like it's been developing. He's about to birth it on Labor Day. It was the whole carrying for 9 months and growing and development. You're developing the album and you drop it, you give birth to an album. Yeah. I kind of got that from it.
I think the Lil Nas X, based on that explanation though, the Lil Nas X photo makes a little bit more sense. Like, you're doing this, you're birthing it, you're a man, so use the pregnant man and not a pregnant woman. That would have been more interesting.
I just thought he was trying to get attention. You know how he is.
Right, or that.
I have never seen a pregnant man emoji. I'm like, who made this?
Yeah, that's wild.
I thought it was funny. You never know in today's world. I would not be surprised.
Well, that is a thing where I thought it was like somebody overseas. He was like the first man to get pregnant.
Years ago, we had a pregnant man, but now it's more common though for men to get pregnant.
Is it?
What?
Well, they are transgender men.
Yeah, they're transgender.
Yeah. But they consider themselves men. So like,
but they do consider themselves men. Correct.
Yeah. Oh wow. I've never seen that.
It is happening more. Dex is right. I've seen it more like just or like on social feeds and TV shows. It's more popular than it was before because I guess now that it's much more accepted to have gone through a transgender change.
Yeah, but I thought when you go through the change, you don't have you
might still be in phases of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I thought when you're transgendered, you actually went through the change of changing your gender.
Well, but see, I don't know if it works for women like it do for men.
and a lot of times it's just like identification. Like it's not like I'm not changing anything body part wise. I just identify as the opposite sex.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Very Bruce Jenner-ish.
Yeah, like I don't think Bruce got any.
No, he said he did. He said he did.
No, he got some boobs.
I think so.
He cut it off.
I don't think so. Off.
There was a debate about whether he was cutting it off or not, but I know there was a discussion around it.
Yeah, and she never said that. I don't think any doctor would operate on a 70-year-old. Like that's kind of.
But he's Bruce Jenner.
Okay, yes.
I mean, money, Caitlyn.
You will do what you want to do.
He got money.
That Bruce Jenner money. You will get the slicing.
I'm Googling this. I need to know.
Yeah.
Did he chop?
I can't remember. I remember there was a debate because Caitlyn talked about it very publicly, but I don't remember if Caitlyn went through with it or not.
Yep, she wouldn't confirm it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That she would never say whether she did it or not.
It was actually, fun fact, that was actually the beginning of the end of Caitlyn Jenner stuff. Because before people were into it and respected her and all that kind of stuff like that. Then when she said that, they're like, no, I think you're just doing this for attention.
And I just ran into an article that says Caitlyn Jenner has undergone sex reassignment surgery.
With the breast.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, it's the breast.
I was gonna say he got a new fresh pair, but
because she was asked directly about the package, and I do believe Dex is right that she would not confirm, but she had talked about the possibility of having it done.
Don't ask me that.
Was this before or after she won Woman of the Year?
After.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I was confused, and I'm not trying to be rude to anyone. Obviously, I'm open to everybody's choice. I was confused about how that works with her partner. If you still had the package,
I don't know why, but I was really obsessed with this case. I know all the facts. I know everything about Caitlyn. I was obsessed with this.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. So, like, for the woman, then is she then bisexual? Because if you still got the package, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
It's confusing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask. I need to educate myself a little bit more.
Right. Well, you let us know because we're all interested. I will. You go do the research and let us know. Okay.
I definitely will.
All right. Well, speaking of acting like a woman, Ben Simmons, that was not even women act like this. Wow. I was trying to find a segue, but women don't even act like this. So. Terrible segue. But Ben Simmons is getting dragged because there is a saga going down with his trade, with him being traded from the Sixers. So we're actually all in that, Philadelphia area. Shana and Dexter live in Philly, and then Garnett and I live in New Jersey. So we follow the Sixers. So everybody on the planet knows that Sixers fans don't want Ben, and he dropped the ball during the playoffs, but they've been trying to trade him and they haven't been able to get what they want for him. So now Ben is saying, we're getting closer to training camp. Ben is saying, I'm not playing for Philadelphia and I'm not even going to training camp. So trying to force the organization's hand to trade him because clearly he's not going to be cooperative. And the internet started dragging him because he basically said, oh, I'm not coming to work.
So just to back this up, really about 3 weeks ago is when he first said it. But see, I gotta use my words carefully here. I guess like in a punk-like move, he said it through Kendrick Perkins, because Kendrick Perkins said it on one of the sports shows, like, Ben is not gonna come. And I heard from everybody in sports, like, Ben told him that. Like, Kendrick is not going to go on the record. He talks to these guys, but he just said it like that. Like, I don't think he's going to report to training camp. Da, da, da. So I think what obviously has happened to Mina's point, the team has not been able, they know his request. They've not been able to get the value that they would like back in a trade. And I don't know if this is confirmed or not. There are reports that Ben is also being difficult about where he is open to being traded to. So I feel like this move is the extra pressure. Like, again, like it's like when you like tell your friend a secret you want them to tell your mom, like she said she want a bike for her birthday, but then your mom is ignoring them. So then you gotta like put it out on Facebook or Twitter, like, I want a nice bike for my birthday. So I feel like Ben and his team, this was the extra pressure. Like, now you have to do it because it was like a little whisper down the lane. But now that it's out there, the fans are going to go crazy if I step. Y'all know now I can't walk into that arena. There's no way. Or even any one side, it can happen. It can go down.
I feel like I'm almost hired on this show to be this person, which I don't like to be this person. But let me get this straight. We lost the game. Y'all gave me death threats. Y'all told me to go back to, what is it, Canada? Did they tell me to go back to Canada? Australia. Told me to go back to Australia. Then I left and I was hanging out with my girlfriend and y'all were calling me a loser and all this stuff like this. Y'all don't want me here. Then I say, I agree with you. I also don't want to be there. And now y'all still mad? No.
Yes, because you're still making money. That. Okay, we're trying to get you the hell up out of here, okay?
And I don't want to be there.
But the reality is the deals aren't working out. Okay, so the deals aren't working out. You don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. We are stuck in this relationship. However, we both rent in the same house. The lease ain't up. We got to be in the house together for another year or whatever. Let's make the best of it. You come and pay your half the rent, and I'm going to come and pay my half the rent, and we don't got to talk, but I'm going to show up every month and give you the rent. The reality is, and I get where you come from, Dexter, but the reality is both parties don't want to date each other.
Yes, but the Philadelphia people are nasty. Y'all
but the deals are not there.
I was going to say he didn't do what he needed to do to show in Kevin Samuels that he was high value enough for teams to want him. Like, it's not really the team. The team is trying to make his dream come true. They can't do it. Nobody wants him.
So now it's my fault.
And that's the thing.
His fault. He should have been shooting the ball.
It ain't his fault, man.
It is your fault. You missed the layup and passed it.
And listen, teams still want him, but what people won't look back at, I felt like both your explanations were incredible. But what people will look at, he showed up last year when he wasn't wanted. So he got to do it again. He was in trade talks last year for James Harden. So he has to literally do this again. He got to go through this whole process this time knowing that you guys don't want me. But then why
he has been wanting to be in LA specifically for 2 to 3 years now. It was, again, just low key. Well, listen, but it's been 2 to 3 years.
Shannon, everybody in the league they wish there was more teams in LA so everybody could play there. Who doesn't want to be in LA? That's not like a thing that you bash somebody for. Like every player that has a chance to go to the Lakers or go to the Clippers or go to the Warriors, nobody wants to go to Sacramento though. But like they're all going to run there. That's why the Heat get a lot of players too. People want to live in good areas. You don't want to be stuck in the middle of nowhere, even though Philly's not the middle of nowhere. But
there's such an entitlement. It kind of gets under my skin. Like, oh, I don't want to go work over there. Like, what the hell? Oh, I'm not going to show up to work. Like, regular people get fired, bruh. Contract canceled. You all right. You don't want to come to work. You don't want to show up for training camp. Okay, you can go, bruh. But the players in the NBA have so much power to do what they want. And it's frustrating. Like, I get where you're coming from, Garnett, but I feel like last year around this time, it was kind of 50-50. Like, there were some people that wanted Ben to go, but for the most part, I feel like people still wanted to give him a chance. After this playoff run, I think it's dead. I mean, I was pro Ben until the playoffs. And now I'm like, I can't keep ride or dying for you, and you're not showing up. And it's funny because you talking about you not showing up for training camp, bro. You've been not showing up. You disappeared the whole playoff. So this is not new. But it's just annoying because it's like we're both in a difficult situation. The lease is still, we still got to rent up in this, and we don't want to be here, but we both got this lease. Show up, do what you got to do, increase your trade value so we can ship you the hell up out of here.
His trade value is already increased. The worst thing in the world is about to happen to the Sixers.
Absolutely.
It's really about to happen because he's about to go to a team where he's not even going to have to shoot the ball. He's going to be like the third or fourth option. And he's probably, just as a fan of basketball, I would love to see him at least on a pretty good team. I don't want to see him in the middle of nowhere.
Not me.
I'm a
petty
Sixers fan, and I think the Sixers will be fine with whoever they get. I think the Sixers will be okay. Joel Embiid is one of the best players in the league. They got some young talent, and I think getting anybody to come in there and shoot the basketball will make the team much better anyway. I think both sides is actually going to win, but I think he's really going to flourish depending on what team he goes to because he's just going to be able to be him, no pressure at all.
So he's going to start shooting.
Yes, he is. Watch. Look. So
got something to prove.
So everybody remembers Andre Iguodala, right?
Yes.
Andre Iguodala.
That's Shayna's best friend.
Listen, Andre.
He went to his wedding.
he was the man in Philly, right? He was the number one guy, but for some reason, a lot of people did not like him here being the number one guy, right? When he left and became the number two or the number three guy, he was able to flourish where he ended up being the finals MVP.
Yeah, but that's different. A lot was Andre's personality. It wasn't his play on the court. It wasn't about, he does have an acquired personality. It was more that, so people, because, in Philly, you want to love, your players. Right. You want them to be like Jason Kelsey and diving in the rain, and Andre's just not that person, and he'll tell you he's not. So that was more a personality. People couldn't connect with him, not because of what he was doing on the court. Ben is what he
don't got no personality and no court.
Right, it's a double-edged sword.
It's a dub.
Personality. Y'all have court stuff, man.
Y'all love Ben Simmons when you specifically, I remember you saying, "Oh my God, I'm at the game and Ben and Tanashi are here. They look so cute together." Like that was.
But that didn't mean she wanted him. That she liked the way he was playing. They looked
no. I was.
You broke the
ride or die Ben. I almost bought his jersey, and it's funny because I ended up buying the Joel jersey, and now I'm happy because I would have been pissed if I had to sit with a Philly Ben Simmons jersey. But it's like I'm pretty loyal. I think he just disappointed me so far, this postseason. And I just don't know if he has that fighting quality that Philly people want, that, we like players with grit and strong people that, that can take a punch. He can't take a punch. We give him a punch, he'd be like, I don't want to show up to training camp.
But in Philadelphia, though, that punch may be a real one because y'all are some nasty people. Like y'all,
Ben better not come on Broad Street. They gonna beat him up. He said he not showing up to training camp. Forget
it. Either. I'm scared. I'm literally scared for my.
But Dex, to your point, that's the stuff that makes it messy. Like you and the organization can have talks. This happens at teams all the time. It happens with players all the time, and we don't know. Players demand trades. You barely know. There have been huge players that demand trades. You barely know. It's like that's my issue is the purposeful part to be messy because you know how the Philadelphia fans are going to react and they're going to turn the fire up so much that again it makes it impossible. It's purposeful. All right, let me feed this to the media.
I agree. I think the petty is on high. He's on Carson Wentz petty right now.
He's also only 25 years old though.
What?
He's only 25 years old.
What the hell? We're not making excuses for people making hundreds and millions of thousands of dollars. Okay. I don't care how old you are. You petty as hell. You block people. You not answering text messages. What are you, 18? Grow up. You are an adult.
From your pool. Putting up pictures from your pool. Right. That story broke that he wouldn't answer none of the Sixers call. And he put up a story. Literally, as the story broke, he put up all you saw was his feet in his pool. The house is nice though, Ben. You did that.
I love it. I think he should do this more often. I think y'all need to stop. Philadelphia people are ridiculous, and y'all think people are supposed to bend down and kiss your butts, and Ben's not doing it.
We don't want you to kiss our butts. We want you to play and earn your money. That's what we
Joel
want.
don't kiss our butts. He plays with passion and heart. Like, he just go out and do it.
Yeah, go like we pay. Listen, when I buy them $20 wings, that goes to Ben Simmons' salary. You better show the hell up. When I'm sitting there buying that $10 pizza should not cost $10. That is going towards Ben Simmons' salary. You better show up. I'm sitting here eating $20 wings. You better show up. I'm petty. I'm not sending you to LA. I'm Daryl Morey. I'm petty. I'm sending you to Minnesota.
Well, absolutely.
I'm sending you to Portland.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sending you where you can't be cool. Okay. And you gotta
Well,
go.
that's why I guess my issue with the thing with Ben is if you are who you say you are, you're going to stand out. Yes, we know about team chemistry and players who are actually on the team to win championships. But if it's from a brand standpoint, you're going to stand out no matter where you are. I understand that markets are small, but we ain't living back in the 80s where all you did was, this is the Instagram world and the influencer world. So it don't really matter location-wise where you are from an image and personality thing. Obviously, from winning a championship standpoint, it does matter where you are. But my thing with him with LA is clearly all that stuff Magic Johnson was doing in that tampering that they accused him of a couple years ago with Ben. They clearly don't want you. They spent a ton of money this offseason on players. They could have bought your contract out with the Sixers. That ain't what they want to do.
Yeah,
LeBron don't want Ben to upstage him.
Well, they cool. They're like brothers.
I really think that he's going to end up in a place where everybody's going to hate it, and
but they're going to hate it regardless.
He's going to. No, I think he's going to end up a Warrior. I think that's high on the list.
That's what it sounds like.
I think he's going to end up a Warrior. He's going to play with a very good team, and he's going to just pass the ball and play great defense. You may see him shoot the ball sometimes. He's going to do things that we've never seen him do before. And I'm actually interested in seeing this next phase because he does have, at least now he should have a super chip on his shoulder, something to prove. And the pressure isn't as much as not even what Philly put on him, kind of just what the world put on him, being that number one draft pick. Well, not number one overall, but, the Sixers like number one pick and, getting drafted in the lottery. And now you're forced to do this. And
Rookie of the year, right? Wasn't he?
Right.
Yeah, he was Rookie of the year.
Like I said, and this is why I compared with Iguodala. It wasn't, you made valid points, Shana. But the way that he, just his career took off, even more so because he was already a dog as a Sixer. So, it took off and, every team he was on after that were winners, like just super winners. They wasn't struggling to get out the first round. He knows how to win. And I think wherever he goes, he's going to bring a brand of basketball that is really going to affect that team in a winning way. And the Sixers are going to have to look at that and be like, damn.
I agree with you, Garnett. And just to bring in the Andre point, I believe that Ben may really be successful, but his role is going to change. And that is probably going to be the thing. And it couldn't happen here. So for several reasons, he really has to go because whatever his role is going to be on a team that allows him to be successful is not what his role is here. And it can't happen here. So he's got to go somewhere else. But he's got to be willing, like an Andre, Lou is different, but like a Lou, he's got to be willing to accept whatever that role is on the team. And that's the part I don't know about.
Yeah, I sound real mature. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Talking about I'm not showing up to training
camp. Send him to the Flint Tropics.
Yes. Send him to Australia. Okay. He want to go over there in LA so he could be with his little girlfriend. That's what that's about.
Which one?
I don't know, man. I'm just on it. All right, I'm on it. Moving on, Trick Daddy was trending because he said he likes his booty to be ate like groceries. So, first of all, the thought of Trick Daddy in a sexual position where his booties, I can't. Like in my brain, I just don't. How do you position yourself?
Listen,
they said, do you put your legs up? He said, it depends. So yes, he does stick his legs up in the air.
So, okay. So he does the crybaby in the air.
Yeah, maybe he does follow sports and everything too. Like,
listen, when that man said, "I get 8 out,"
doggy style. Like, I don't.
I'm sure.
Why you said it like that?
There's not many with different ways to do it, so I'm pretty sure he's trying everything.
How does this happen?
He said, like, I just think that's a wild statement to say as a man, to say, yeah, I get 8 out.
8 out. That was it for me.
8 out is just a wild statement to make as a man. Like, that is super wild. And 2, to go back to it depends. Trick Daddy getting his Doors Lamborghini is enough. That's I can't listen to his songs the same way, knowing that he gets his Doors Lamborghini sometimes. It's listen, man.
As soon as I heard the words 8 out, I was out. I tapped out the interview. Cause I sat for a minute like, you just don't hear, like Garnett said, you don't hear men say that term like that. So it totally, I knew exactly what he meant. Cause I think I went deaf after that. Like I was just sitting there like, oh my God, did he just say this? And then when I saw somebody actually text me and said, why is Trick Daddy trending? I said, you don't want to know. You don't.
Yo, I Googled his song. There's a song Back in the Days.
Oh God.
You got lyrics.
It's like when you think about like your grandparents or something, like just having intercourse, like it just gave me them type vibes. Like, wait, what?
But you know, I do admire the honesty though, because I feel like there's a lot of things that people do sexually that they just don't say at all. Like nobody talks about it. And then like him saying that, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't see that for you. One, as a man, 2, as how you present
Daddy.
Yeah, like we don't.
Maybe because I'm a thug.
But I feel like it's one of those things, like you put it out there, you say it. There's so many other guys that are doing the same thing.
For sure.
They're just not saying it. So like I do admire the honesty and the bravery.
Because he didn't say they take a lick and keep on ticking. He said he get 8 out.
8 out.
When
they going in.
And you could even tell they were trying to joke on him, and they're like, well, what positions are you in? Do you kick your legs up? And when he said it depends, I'm just like, wow, like you really this is your thing.
Eat a Booty Gang. He's the CEO of Eat a Booty Gang, man. That's crazy. And
I have no words. Why would you? How do you even find out your man likes his booty ate? Like, and not even your
do it.
You just do it?
Yeah, you just do it.
I probably would not just do it. I would probably have to have been told.
You just can't do.
I wouldn't have
just can't be eating guys' booties.
You're not going to do that. You.
That's what I'm saying. Though, is I would never just attempt it. Like,
right? You don't know how he's gonna react.
Suggest it or something.
No, you just when you're in the process of it, you know he showered and stuff like that. You're in the process and you're doing other stuff. You just stick your tongue.
You know a lot about this, Dexter.
But I don't mind when it gets time. That's all I'm gonna say.
What do you mean?
No, just dirty. Y'all just dirty.
What?
Dexter, has someone licked your booty?
Me never, but Shana just said that somebody's doing that to her, and I like.
I didn't say it's being done. It had happened fast.
Uh-oh. Did they ask you before? They just went for it.
No, they just went for it.
See, you just go for it.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't just go for it.
I think it's different when you're dealing with a man because
I wouldn't just go.
I feel like it's more socially acceptable for it, to have.
You don't tell me what's socially acceptable in my bedroom. It's acceptable for you to know about it, but you can't control what's socially acceptable in your actual bedroom with just the two of y'all. Nobody will even know.
I know, but men are more resistant to certain things with the booty.
Lies. That's a lie. I'm telling you, like if you're messing with somebody, do it this weekend. Mess with somebody and go and try to do that. He may lie and be like, no, stop or whatever. But like these people,
and then he's like,
he's gonna be like, no, stop.
Yes, they're gonna let you do it. But publicly, they're always gonna say, I would never.
Girl, stop playing.
I'm telling you, and I would never do that. That's disgusting. No.
Let me change.
People in the bedroom do whatever.
Nah, man. So I didn't reach my sexual peak yet because that is not on my horizon right now. That's not like I'm so good off that. Maybe when I'm like 45, like I may be 45. Like Maybe like so when I reach my when I'm bored with what's going on. Right now, I am not bored. I'm good. I don't need to try anything different. Like I am okay where I'm at. Like I said, maybe when I reach another level, I'll be like, you know what, maybe. But
I remember when I was
Dexter's married now. He's like these kids.
When I was in middle school,
that's
how he sounds right now is legit how we were in middle school when it was like, oh, I would never eat a girl out. Oh no, I'm not doing that.
This is not eating out. This is the booty.
What I'm saying, like,
it is ate out.
But yes, for sure. But I'm saying before we would always do that. I would never eat nobody out. Like for guys, eating girls out was like, hell no, we're never gonna do that. Now look at us. Like it's like that's like a thing that people would like brag about.
To reach another level. You have to reach another level of
it's just maturity, and we think that there's something wrong with it because people don't talk about it publicly. That's why I'm glad Trick Daddy's talking about it. So this weekend, Garnett, make sure you roll around and clean it out and get it ate out.
No way. I honestly listen
as he sips his drink.
Men are not the cleanest, man, and
that's
men are not
a fact.
So not unless she's washing you and doing some things
right. Because even if you just went in the shower, you might have just let the water glide down there. I don't know that you cleaned it out.
Right.
She better pray.
If you are
when's the last time you cleaned out your booty hole?
Every day. It's very clean. If you are a man and somebody's got to be like, I don't want to do that to you because you may not be clean, you gotta something's wrong. Like that's not good.
Listen, I know plenty of men who won't even let me touch their butts. Like I like to touch butts. There's plenty of men who don't even want to be touched there with their clothes on the outside. I can't even imagine just trying to slip a tongue back there. Like my tongue will get chopped.
But to Dex' point, I think it's different. I think if you in the light of day and you grabbing their pants or their butt, it's a little different. You in that bedroom, all your inhibitions is a little bit down a little further. So it might be. I don't know
if I'm going in for the kill.
I'm not telling you.
I don't know what happened all day. I don't know what's going on back there. I just
try it.
If they didn't take a shower, you ain't hear no water running. I'm gonna say definitely don't try it.
But even if the water is running, how do you know?
I know, but I'm just saying, like as a caution, if they didn't, girls don't do it. Because these
know how many people wipe and they don't get all of it?
Exactly. Women included.
Some people just don't know how to clean it. Like
I know mad dudes that just play basketball and they go over their girl crib. Like they do full court basketball for like 3 hours straight and go right to their girl crib. So
some girls like that. They like
that's how you get a yeast infection.
They like that.
Crazy. That is exactly how you get a yeast infection. That's exactly how.
Yeah, sleeping with dirty ass penis.
Oh, sweaty. God, sweaty.
Well, this brings us to our conversation for the episode. The nastiest thing someone has tried during sex.
Oh, I already put mine out there, so I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of the show.
I got tried, but I didn't allow it to go any further.
Oh, so you did try?
No. I said I think I might have been getting tried to see where my limit was at. Where the girl down there by the two things that's hanging, and she started and I'm like, nah, stay right there. No.
She started trying. She was heading down south.
It just started getting a little too towards the gooch, the part between the butthole and the balls.
Where is the gooch?
You said, where is it? You never heard of that?
No, I'm just
little small part between the butthole. So it's I don't
and it's a soft part.
Don't even play with that.
Oh, she was first. She got all the way there.
I believe, nah, I'm good off that.
You started this off you would not get tried. You was severely tried.
No. I don't know if those were her intentions, but I know.
Why don't you just relax and find out? Why don't you just relax and find out?
Because that's not none of my business right now. I would
expect this from the girls, but I've seen you and your panties, and the fact that you are doing this, it really bothers me.
Man, first of all, I don't wear panties. That's number one.
They were definitely panties. They were leather panties at that.
Listen,
they were leather draws.
But everybody's threshold is different regarding what is acceptable to them.
No, but Garnett is not that person. To me, like it's like he's just like whatever. Like he just doesn't seem like a. Am I crazy? Am I crazy here? I feel like Garnett is like.
I'm not going to tell you what your perception of me is, but I'm literally telling you. Nah, I'm like super good off that. I'm super good. I'm telling you. Garnett,
he don't want you down in the girth area, okay?
See, look, even that, to me, it's even like, so how do you do it? I thought they asked him a wonderful question. I thought they asked Trick that. That's a great follow-up question when a man says that. Because how do you still do that manly? Are you scooting off the bed? Are you bending over? Are you on all fours? Are you Lamborghini in your doors? Like, how do you still remain a Lamborghini situation? How? And that's
mean though. Like, I don't think you could be in a position where it's like if somebody saw you, they wouldn't be like, what's happening here? But you're in the bed, you're having sex. Like, why do you don't care?
Dexter, first of all, that hole is not as easy as accessible as a vagina hole, okay? So for you to get to that hole, it has to be like a conscious, it's not like you can just slip your tongue in it. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back there. And most of the time the guys are laying down. That means you got to turn them over. You either got to turn them over or they got to lift their legs like this. Imagine telling a man, baby, I want you to lift your legs like this. Men are going to be like, hell no.
Look, it's not something that I do, but I just think it's so bizarre that we get like this and we're just like, no, guys can't do this, and the third. And
I didn't say that.
They can do it. I just know I ain't doing it.
I'm not doing right. I'm not sticking my tongue in your booty hole. I don't know where that booty
I think that's it for me. Is I'm not saying it can't be done because obviously, I do think, and I've heard that, for guys that are extremely hetero, it is extremely satisfying. I'm just thinking about what you ate earlier, and I'm thinking about what happened to me today when I was on that car ride home, and I'm not doing it. I'm just not. I'm just a no for me.
Maybe when I'm married and bored,
No, not when you're married, because you're not about to introduce that stuff to your marriage. It's gonna be an expectation, and that's not happening.
That's what I'm saying. Like you are. Well, I can't say for me. I have to. I'm not bored in life where I'm at. I am so good where I'm at. I don't need any more adventures. Maybe later on in life, like Mina said, marriage, you got to spice some things up. I don't know. I ain't putting it past nothing. Go ahead.
What about toys?
I'm good off that right now. As far as like being used on me, no.
No. Or on you.
I actually just started toys. I know this is TMI, but I think it's something you have to grow into. I think, I'm not opposed to and it's something simple. Like, I don't feel like we come out the womb and like we're freak-a-leaks, like I feel like there's like kind of like learning curves that you go through. So like I'm at the like, this edible massage, cream, and you can lick it, and like it tastes like vanilla, but I'm not like at the butt plug stage, like I'm at the very mild, like, a massage cream that you can lick, like handcuffs, or like it's like very mild. I'm not all the way there where there's whips and butt plugs and all of that. I'm not there yet.
Fair.
But I feel like maybe if I were like 50, like you trying to figure out how to spice it up, you try different things. I mean, at that point, you don't really have any reservations when you've been with someone for that long, or you're that old. You're like, whatever, let me try these butt plugs.
I used to enjoy sometimes just going into like sex toy stores just to look and explore, even if I'm not going to use them. It's just interesting to see. To me.
Yeah,
it's just interesting to see what they have.
I bought a lot of the games. Like, they have cool games that can like spice it up, not necessarily any of the toys, but I really enjoy the games. But I think that's something you just have to kind of like be comfortable with.
I'm sorry, I'm just reliving there's a store on South Street, and me and my girlfriend went in, and we were looking, and that's when they used to have DVDs or something on the wall. And at first it was funny. It was like one of my first experiences. So, you're like, ooh, I like kind of like a prude. Then we started being like, this is racist. Why do they have all these white lesbians, and it is not no black lesbians. And the guy actually came up to us in the store like, well, what we try to do. And I was like, why are we really standing here having a conversation with him about diversity on the wall of the
porn? I just feel intimidated sometimes in those sex shops. Like, I don't know why, but they always put the biggest penis out front. And like you walk in, it's the biggest, and it's like the biggest white and black penis. And then like the black penis always got the veins coming down, and the white penis always look pasty. It's like the most intimidating thing. Like, who would use this? And it's literally like this big. Like, where do you put that? What do you do with that? It's intimidating to walk into these stores.
Did y'all hear I guess the song that Tank, the freestyle Tank did, the
yes.
Why is Tank out here wilding like this, man?
But he did that a few months ago, correct?
I don't know. I saw the post on the Shade Room on the Explorer page today. So
yeah, I think freestyle about a bunch of sexual stuff. I think he did it in response to somebody's story about something, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, so it wasn't today, the Trick Daddy.
I don't think it was today. It's probably resurfacing because he talks about a lot of he getting ate out and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember when Tank mentioned that, and people were.
That's what it was. He mentioned it in an interview
with Angela Yee. He said that in the interview, and the next day I met him for the first time, and there were literally people who would not take a picture with him, guys who would not take a picture of him because of that. And I'm just like, I don't know what you call that, but like we got to get better though. Like nobody's gonna think that you do that because you're in a picture with somebody who does that.
Wait, I forgot what are you guys talking about? I forgot.
He said that he likes to get his butt ate.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember that. Wait, people didn't take pictures with him because
that's really dumb.
One of my coworkers posted a picture with Tank, and people started saying stuff on there, and he took the picture down.
Oh my God.
I'm just not that person.
Do you think it's still taboo for men to say that they like to get their booty eaten like groceries? Like maybe it's like, well, you're gay if you like that. Do you think that's still like kind of the aura around it?
I think gay comes up right away, but I also think dirty and nasty comes up too. And those is just things that like you don't want to be associated with because that's not you.
I don't think dirty and nasty as much as I think like people think gay, which is why again it was for Trick Daddy to come out and say it.
You think people would say that Trick Daddy is gay or dirty and nasty?
No, that's what I'm saying. So I think when Tank said it, people tried to say because it was Tank.
Yeah.
But with Trick Daddy, they was like, oh,
dirty nasty.
You a freak.
Okay. Yes. They said he's a freak instead of saying it. So I think you said that early, Dex. I think it was important. If this is obviously it's happening in a lot of bedrooms in America right now. Somebody probably doing it right while we live on this podcast. That it was like a Trick Daddy that came out and said it versus another, I don't know, let's say another R&B singer, because it wouldn't have been taken, like we're more grossed out, disgusted, it wouldn't have been taken that way. It would have been taken in a more homophobic way. Right. I do think that's how people think.
I don't have a problem with it. I just wonder how you get a guy to do that. That's my whole thing, because it's not an easy thing.
Yeah.
There has to be some communication prior. It's not like you can just slip it in. It's not that kind of vibe, Dexter. I know you think that you can just do it one day. No, like, how am I gonna get back there? You know, like
you're a very resourceful woman. You'll figure it out.
I was gonna say, don't you remember there was a movie? It was a comedy. Like, I don't know if it was Bridesmaids or something, but wasn't there a comedy when it was a guy and he kept trying to toot his butt up in her face? I can't, and now it's going to drive me crazy. I'll have it for the next podcast because it's definitely like a comedy that a guy does it. I don't know if it's 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's one of those movies where a guy like kept putting his butt in the girl's face and she kept like moving her face like, what are you trying to do? And he kept like tooting it. I'll have it for the next podcast because I can't remember right now.
So Dex, you didn't answer what's the nastiest thing someone has tried during sex.
And me?
No.
No, I think people think that I'm kind of boring. Nobody ever tries anything crazy. No, like
no one ever tried to put their tongue in your booty?
You said
I probably would let them do it.
Look, there would be no judgment, but I can almost guarantee you it would not be a surprise you will know something's coming because she got to prep you.
I think it'll be one of those things where it's just like, if it were to happen to me, well, I know it won't happen now. Like, not even like, it's impossible now. But like before, when I was single, I don't know how I would react.
Know.
Oh, I know.
Your wife might watch this pod and be like, let me try to.
No. This girl would be like, you have feet? Ew, put them away. She's one of those people. Like, it's not going down. It's a done deal.
Well, Dexter, you will never get the feeling that your daddy gets.
I definitely had a girl try to lick my feet before. I've had that. And like that, I don't like at all. I'm not into that.
That's happened to me. That was weird too. It's kind of like the same thing. There's no like,
you can't
sexy, like inconspicuous way to do it. Like they got to go down there and just put the big toe in their mouth.
And they always go for the big toe too. Why are you doing that?
It's like, leave my big toe
I'm
alone.
not afraid to kiss a foot or lick a big toe while we in action.
Okay.
That's
Would you let it be done to you
all the time? But what'd you say?
Would you let it be done to you?
I mean, if that's something she would want to do, God bless her soul. I've seen my feet. God bless her. If you want to do that to yourself, go be it. Yeah, so be it. Yes, go make it happen. Tell that story to other people as well.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's a true survivor story.
Fungi all in her mouth.
Yep.
Now she got gingivitis.
Their brother thinking
athlete's face. That's what she ended up with.
All right. Well, I guess we're all pretty boring. I thought someone was gonna have a cool, like, oh my God story. We're all boring.
I wish.
Maybe in our next phases of our lives.
When we turn 50, we're gonna be out here.
Let's revisit this conversation in 10 years.
Yes,
right.
We will.
Let's see what's going on then.
So no one tried to get peed on or pooped on. We're not. No, okay.
I'm not trying to go to Dubai. I don't need that.
Yeah, Dubai? What?
That's what they said they used to do it to the Instagram models out there. They would go out there and they would pay them all this money to get like pooped on and stuff.
See? Dex have all the scoops. See,
He does. He's like our very own little shade room.
I just want y'all to know I put in Bridesmaids because I'm pretty sure that's the movie. And what came up ain't had nothing to do with Bridesmaids. That's why you gotta be careful what you put in Google. And that's why parents, you need to have parental control searches on these kids' phones. Because what I just pulled up was not what I was looking for.
What came up?
All of these porn sites of people dressed up as bridesmaids, but I meant Bridesmaids the movie.
Yeah, but Google heard us talking about this nasty stuff, and that's why it brought all that stuff up.
That's what she wants.
Right.
The booty game.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching the 193rd, good God, episode of the Mina's House podcast. Follow us on social media at Mina's House Pod and check out our other episodes. What happened?
200. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're 7 away, 7 weeks from 200. Sheesh. We OGs out here, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Yep. Thank you for watching. I'm Mina SayWhat.
I'm Shana B.
Garnett Briscoe.
X Stucky.
Bye, y'all. Don't eat the booty like groceries.
Eat a booty.